My name is Dr. Caroline Sturdy-Coles and I'm an Associate Professor of Forensic Archaeology and Genocide Investigation at Staffordshire University, and I'm here in St Giles Churchyard in Newcastle-under-Lyme in Stoke-on-Trent, where we're currently excavating the remains of the cemetery around the church ahead of a community project that will start in a few weeks' time. What we're doing today is something that we've been doing actually for a couple of weeks. We're excavating this brick structure behind us, which when we discovered it, we also discovered was actually full of human remains. So when the contractors removed some of the overburden, some of the soil from this area, we came across this brick structure. We don't actually know at the moment what this brick structure was for, but certainly at some point in the past it's been used as a kind of charnel house, which is basically somewhere to dump human remains after they've been recovered from elsewhere in the cemetery. At some point later the remains are dug up and then dumped, and that's what we've got here. So we've got 4 rooms, 4 cells in this building, all of which had literally hundreds and hundreds of commingled human remains, mixed human remains. We've had skulls, we've had other body parts as well in here, and so now we need to figure out exactly at what point in history these remains were put here, and what this building was built for in the first place.
We have to really think long and hard about whether we should be excavating these human remains or whether we should be leaving them in the ground. And it's a sort of a moral question that I ask myself quite often, particularly on sites such as this. I get the impression in the Victorian times and earlier, perhaps human remains didn't quite have the same moral code to disturbing them as perhaps we have today. And I think just looking at some of the excavations that we've got on this site, where we have disarticulated remains in a quite a shambolic place, dump almost, a dump of remains, then it suggests to us that perhaps the bones themselves of the ancestors didn't quite mean so much to the Victorian people as they do today, really. Rightly or wrongly, you could argue both ways with that, I think. I've already got some bones in there that I excavated out.